Alright guys, we are back with Hump Day RC with yours truly, GBLynden. It's kind of weird. I had to relearn a couple things because it'd been, what, a month? Maybe just a touch more, touch less. I can't remember. All I know is technically last week would have been 2 years of streams if I would have done it continuous, all that. But sometimes got to reprioritize things, and that's what I had to do. And awesome opportunities at work for me to advance, and I'm taking advantage of those. So yeah, I will be doing this as I can. And of course we've got a lot of cool stuff behind me. Got the ready to fly Arrows Bigfoot. I have not been able to fly it because the weather has been absolute dog crap for pretty much the whole time I have not been streaming. I think there has been like one day, and that was a time that Wild Bill Flynn, John VHRC, Wreck'em RC, who's in the chat there. I think I saw Bill in there also talking about eggnog of all things. That's hilarious. We got out, we went and flew. It was amazing. I kept the camera in the car. It was just a spirit fly kind of a day. All we did was flew, had fun. I ripped up the skies with the A4 Skyhawk. Tim Jostens was there too. I think I mentioned everyone. John, Tim, Bill, Roy, myself. Awesome. It was an awesome day. Christy couldn't be there because she was working, so I sent her pictures of some of the guys there. John had already left at that point. We were there for hours. I actually got sunburned, and I think I still have a little two-tone action going on from that day. So I didn't expect it to go on that long. It was awesome. It's awesome. Part of me wishes that I would have got some video because Wild Bill Flynn did an awesome job flying his Ultrix. By the way, guys, watch that video if you haven't seen it yet. Lots of fun, and it's great. The weather in that video was fantastic because that was taken a couple months ago. I just hadn't had a chance to edit it yet, and also kind of saving it, sprinkling in stuff. So let me catch up on the chat. There was a lot of good, excellent, welcoming good stuff in the chat. So we got Victor RC Jets, first one in the chat. Shadow Ops right behind him. Mike Bird in the house. Dave in Kentucky, what's up, dude? Thank you. And all you guys that over the last little bit that continued your memberships, I really appreciate that. And between now and Black Friday, I am going to crank out a bunch of videos. I'm not sure how the stream's going to work because that's work depending. That's always going to be the priority. That's how I pay my bills. And RC will never be my bread and butter, like for my income. That's just not an option. So but where I can, and I will always be cranking out videos, no matter what, period. I don't see myself ever stopping making RC videos, or videos of any kind, really. I've got a little backlog on my random review stuff too, so look for that. And if you're not subscribed, check out GBLynden's random reviews. Don Shock in the house. Bam! George Watts. Bam! Alan Gentry. Bam! Red Wine is fine. Michael Bear. All kinds of awesome people in here. And let me see if I can see George's comment. Yes, this is the George's comment that I was looking for. It says, feels like a Wednesday. Should. Welcome back, GB. Thank you, George. Appreciate that. Grandpa Gary in the house. Bam, bam! Yeah, my left is not going to be as poppy. I've been working out lately, so little bicep tendonitis is creeping in a little bit. So if I wiggle my arm, that kind of stuff, that would be the reason. Or if I pull it, like only torque the shoulder and don't extend, that would be why. Juice is Wild in the house. Bam! What's up, bro? And check out his Ultrix videos too, guys, if you haven't checked them out yet. Jet Tech Don Atkins in the house. Bam! Mike Bird. Bam! Reckham Roy saying, welcome back, GB. You were missed, bro. Thank you. Thank you, guys. George Watt says, congratulations. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, and we've been doing this together for 2 years. And shout out to Pilot Ryan and Wesley Boozer for getting the whole thing going, because I was not gonna do it. I did not want to get on camera because, frankly, even though, you know, we've got this, we've been doing it for a long time, it's still like out of my comfort zone. Like, I'm naturally more of an introvert than an extrovert, so this stretches me, so to speak. So JCB67, bam! Red Wine is fine says, breaking out the RV7. With any luck, the weather will be under 10 miles an hour. The RV7 will be flying. That looks cool. That definitely looks cool. George Watt says, cool, Victor. I really like flying the Vulcan. The weather's been absolute dog crap, so I haven't had a chance to fly mine. I haven't even edited the unboxing video. I was hoping to get the maiden in and then include a clip of me flying it in that. But apparently, at this point, it's been well over 30 days, so my warranty apparently is expired, because in the box it says you only have a warranty of 30 days, which is nuts. But we'll focus on other things. Snow Valley Park says, did you see the Arrows plane announced today? I did briefly. Today was busy. I was focused. I wanted to get my top projects done so I could get out at a decent time, set up, and then let it rip. Sean Moore, sorry, fighting a cold. Darcy and I have been fighting colds this week. Sean Moore, buddy of mine, local buddy, he's getting back into the hobby, and he says the weather sucks because he's got a couple planes he wants to fly. Good, Victor. No problem with yours. That is awesome. Yeah, so back to the Arrows plane. Go to GBLynden.com. Click on either the Arrows or Hobbyzone logo. Get yourself that new extra. Tell them GB sent you. Yeah, I have not had any problems with any Arrows planes. Thank you, Shadow. Appreciate that, man. Bam! Yeah, it looks great. And I haven't had a chance to get to unbox these. I'll do formal unboxings at some point soon, because my guess is that the weather is going to continue to not be flyable for a bit. Hopefully there'll be some windows here and there so I can get some maidens in. I have not maidened this yet, but my God, the finish is amazing. No decal bubbling, none of that crap that I get with other planes with other manufacturers. Some are worse than others. Yeah, man. Michael Bear says Citation Ultra N560VX. Let me know what you mean by that, Michael Bear. Is that what company is making that, or is that one that you want to see? I'm hoping that we get a new Horizon Hobby release tomorrow. That would be cool. More stuff to look forward to, and that would be awesome. So George, they announced an extra, or an Edge 540, I believe, something like that. It's a 3D plane. Arrows 540 4S is what Jeff in Lower Alabama said. Snow Valley Park says Edge 540 for about $310. Pretty cool. That's something. Dave, Kentucky. Bam! Oh, okay. Michael Bear was sending that info to Don. Awesome. Very cool. All right, Shadow. Have a good night, my friend. Appreciate your support. Bam! Speaking of support, I want to hit the members really quick, because you guys have been patient, and I do appreciate that. I was hoping to do it last week to get back on the ball, so to speak, but doesn't. Sometimes work trumps other stuff, unfortunately. So Gooniac33, Mr. Fiery Booty, my very first member. I haven't seen him in the chat tonight, but shout out to Ray. I tried to tune into his show on Monday night, but I was too late, unfortunately. Mondays have just been really late for me these days. Josh Weaver RC, Great American. I salute you too, Josh. George. George Bleepin' Wops. Bleepin' Watts, rather. I salute you, sir. Pay it forward, Mr. Brad. Bam! Kevin Trappin. Bam! Joe Pellegrino. Mike SSI. Grandpa Gary. Guys, if you have not seen Grandpa Gary's channel, you're missing out. He's been flying continuous for like 100-something days. I haven't been able to catch him live recently because I've just been so head down at work. But great guy, fun guy, flies all the time. Rain doesn't matter, and a very good supporter of the channel too. So check him out. Michael Nolan, my Aussie brother from down under. Ken Sprouse, he checked in with me the other day. I appreciated that. Wild Bill Flynn, what can we say about Wild Bill Flynn? Man, I love that guy. And we need to hang out soon, fly or not, dude. Mr. Tuggill RC, he sent me some really, really nice wine over the time that I've known him, and I appreciate that. Mr. Barry Campbell, bam! Dave in Kentucky, see you in the chat, appreciate you. And David Martin Graff, bam! All right, thank you, members, appreciate that. I really do not take that support for granted, so thank you guys. Right, let's catch up on the chat. Red Wine is Fine says he got a baby Yoda in the cockpit of his RV7. Looks like looks stupid, but works for the RV7 theme. Cool. Snow Valley Park says the Bigfoot is the Bigfoot. I don't think Ready to Fly is any different than the stock one. Just a terrible RX. The radio actually seems, if you're relatively new, the simplicity I think has some advantages. But of course, for me, I always prefer to fly on my DX6 or IX12. Oh, Wreckham Roy says he thinks Gooniac is so Gooniac's streaming now? What is up, Jeff's Customs? Bam! Pilot Bino, Wreckham, my dude, what's up? What's up, Pilot Bino? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Awesome. Deuces Wild says he's off the rest of the week. Michael Noland, bam! Good to see ya. Hope everything is good and in order, and you're getting parts for your egg equipment as needed. Oh yeah, Dana, I got a little wine here, but here's the thing too. I really haven't been drinking that much wine lately, guys. So I've been really trying to focus on my health a little bit more, because that was kind of one of the things too. Like between work, between YouTube and all that stuff, I wasn't getting in my workouts. Like the whole summer, I didn't do jack. And then when I started getting back into it, I'd barely do anything for a workout, and I'd be just ridiculously sore. So easing back into that, and hey, sometimes I even have a little wine during the workout, but for the most part, I've scaled back significantly. Hey, Paul Ballard, bam, good to see you, man. Wild Bill says, life is too short to drink bad wine. Yeah, man. I had some wine the other day, and it was at a restaurant, out to lunch. My car was getting worked on, and I had a bad headache from it. It had like sulfates or something. So the wine that I'm drinking in the boxes, oddly enough, it's actually pretty good stuff. High quality at an affordable price, especially by the volume. So that is awesome. Roy says, GB Bino is my homie here in Cedro. Just got him into RC Planes and teaching him what I can. Very cool, dude. That is awesome. All right, you guys. So what have you been flying? What have you been doing? I'd really didn't have that much planned for tonight, so I'm not sure how late I'm going to go, but I wanted to at least check in, let you guys know I'm well. Had a little touch of a cold this week, but nothing terrible. Darcy had it a lot worse than me. Damari, what's going on? Bam! So I still kept my stuff rolling and all that stuff. No, and that's the thing. If I've had COVID, I don't know. I've actually thought about getting one of those tests that show your antibodies or not, because I'm in pretty good health, and I've been taking the supplements that you need to have a strong immune system. So, not to say that I have or haven't, but Alan says, been traveling, GB? Nope, I've been keeping it local. Hey, Brian Chambers. Bam! Good to see you, brother. Good to see you, my friend. Dang. Sean said, got totally wrecked at work the past few weeks. I'm just pulling all the transmissions. Is there like a recall going on with transmissions? Something like that? Or something else? So, Wild Bill says, have you flown the new Aeros products yet? I have not. I mean, I've flown the Viper, I've flown the Glider, I've flown the Pioneer, and there may be one or two others that I'm missing, not thinking of right now. But none of these I've been able to fly. Those haven't even been unboxed. But if they're anything like the Aeros Viper, man, it's going to be awesome. Yeah, both look awesome. For me, I've got a very soft spot in my heart for the Bayhawk, because I love my Freewing 70mm Bayhawk. It's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Roland, what's up? Bam! So Alan Gentry said that he's been traveling. Okay, I got you, man. Well, I hope you've been safe while you've been traveling. Everything's good. Oh, okay. So Sean said he just got stuck with all the big jobs purely by random chance. Crazy. Yeah, the T-33 seems to be pretty popular. I actually had a couple people click on my And thank you to those who did that. Really appreciate that. Every little bit of those things add up, and I don't really actively promote that as much as I probably could, but like the links and the GBLynden.com and all that. But I do appreciate you guys that did that. I am pumped. I am pumped though. So Dana says, GB, those planes and boxes is how I roll. Yes, we absolutely know how you roll, Dana. Those of us that have been around for a bit, especially those of us that Zoom. And I popped into Zoom like a week or so ago, one night for a little bit. It was awesome. I think it was a little bit late. A lot of people had already checked out, but of course the late night squad was in there, so that was fun. Hey, Richard Webb says, hello, woke up to snow today. Where are you living, Richard? Where is that at? Alan Gentry says he went to Tennessee for a few days. I hope you liked it. I love Tennessee. Tennessee is awesome, dude. George Watt says, I really like all the Aeros planes that have come out over the last couple of years. They have really upped their game. I agree 100%, man. And here's the coolest part. Like, out of all of the companies that, and I've done some reviews for some awesome companies, mind you. I think Hobbyzone is the coolest company to do reviews on. They send me something, and they don't hound me, oh, when are you going to get this thing done? And they've told me point blank, just be honest, 100% honest. They've made a point of saying, give us your honest opinion, and which dovetails really well with me because most of the stuff I review is stuff that I pay for myself, including I bought the T-33 myself. So EQ in the house. Garage Man Cave says, greetings from Minnesota. Good to see you guys. Bam! Yeah, Roy, Tennessee is the home of Randy, Mr. Huffings. Red Wine is Fine says, made it out last Thursday, had 30-mile-an-hour gusts, holy crap, with 15 to 20-mile-an-hour sustained winds. Aeroscout and Ultrix are awesome to work with. Yeah, I'm excited to try that thing in the wind. If it's anything like my Durafly Tundra, that will be awesome. Very awesome. But of course, yeah, and I gotta get out. I gotta fly so much stuff. That's the hard thing about this time of year is you get different stuff. You have time to unbox it because you're not out flying. It's kind of like always a catch up, at least for me. So I'll get a stack of stuff, try and fly it, edit videos, pump it out. Yeah, good problems to have. It's awesome. I love doing YouTube, that kind of stuff. But it does use the same part of my brain and energy as my work, because I'm a marketing professional. So very similar parts of the brain get taxed doing that, even if it's just for fun. Wow, Snow Valley Park says, you'll like the Bigfoot. It's my favorite plane. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people like it. A lot of people liking that one. Nice. So Deuces Wild says he flew his old Park Zone Sport Cub at the lake today, along with his Valiant. They both did great on floats. Yeah, I recently sold, I haven't seen Joel in here yet tonight, but my buddy Joel, who's getting into the hobby, my old Park Zone Sport Cub, because I needed to create space to hang this. So Dana, what do you mean? I don't follow your question, sir. Red Wine's Fine says heavy winds means planes will fly backwards or helicopter hover landings. Good times. That can be, for sure. Yeah, I used to actually like to fly in the wind, but I was getting cocky with my Ultra Micro Striker, and it was awesome. I got cocky and a weird wind gust, which happens up here a lot in the Pacific Northwest. We're right off the ocean, so we've got some weird currents, and we're just below, in between the ocean and the Cascades, like Mount Baker. Like, it's right there. So, yeah, it can be a little bit crazy. Anyhow, I crashed, and ever since then I've been like, I'm not going to be a dumbass. I'm not going to risk it, because stuff like that's a gut punch, especially when you really like a plane. So, been a little more conservative since then. Exactly. They had just discontinued that around the time that happened, Deuces. And that plane was awesome. However, it didn't fly nearly as well after the crash, especially the ultra micros with that type of foam. You add any extra weight anywhere, and the flight characteristics are different. Now, the bigger planes, they scale up and they can handle that better for the most part when you repair them. But yeah, the ultra micros, not so much. What red wine is fine? That's only if they still sell them. So that's one of those things. And sometimes you don't know that they're going to cut them off, especially these days with the supply chain issues. So Snow Valley Park says that glider, that Arrows SZD54 glider is really fun in the winds. I bet it's flipping awesome. So sweet, sweet, sweet. Let me check something here. Cool. All right, you guys, any questions? Anything you want to say? We got the platform here. So Dana says, planes from companies that hobby shops give you to do YouTube videos, and you need to get those videos out. General hobby shops don't send me stuff. I think unless you define Hobbyzone as a shop, most of the stuff that I review is really sponsored by the members of this channel and those that have super chatted and things like that. So for the most part, and that's why I say, click on my links, helps keep me independent, because generally speaking, I am independent. Like, the numbers are like 90-10 as far as that goes. But yeah, so out of these, the only one, or this was sent to me quite a few months back, actually. Looks like my crap on my shirt. It's leaned up against the wall. That and the Bayhawk. But I bought the T-33, and pretty much, and 100% everything from Horizon Hobby I have bought myself, and pretty much every other manufacturer. HobbyKing has sent me stuff periodically. The last several releases from HobbyKing, I have flown what they have sent John, so they get kind of a 2-for-1 that way. Hopefully, I'll get something sent to me directly soon, and then I can share with John. But either way, it's fun. I love it when we get out and fly and make video, because I think we do a hell of a good job when we do that. So I hope that answers your question, Dana. Roy says, heavy planes on windy days, and yes, and that's why you're getting, and I was telling you that the other night too, I think, a good jet in the wind, especially the wind we have around here. I can't speak to wind elsewhere, but it's nice to have a little more mass. Like that F-35, it flies a little piggish if you're not used to it, but once you adjust, you love flying that plane. I really liked flying that plane before I bounced it off the curb. After I hit the sewer grate, and then Roy ultimately got a hell of a deal on it. So EQ says the Aeros jets have a gyro in them, don't they, GB? I haven't opened the box, so I really don't know. What's up, Joel? Joel, I was talking about you earlier. I was telling everybody about how I made sure that you got that Park Zone Sport Cub in your hands, and I also like spec'd it out like it's a hell of a night flyer too. So as soon as there's a break in the weather where Joel is available to fly with me, I've still got it programmed in my radio. I've got tons of batteries that work great in it, so we're gonna fly that at some point. I'll fly it, make sure I set the CG just perfect, and then we'll let Joel rip. But of course, that's subject to the weather. I think I saw Wild Bill. Yep, Wild Bill says, "When are you gonna go out and fly again?" F if I know, dude. As soon as possible. But usually, if there's any gap this time of year, it's normally really stormy in October, in November, in December in Washington State, unfortunately. So that is why I like to fly as much as I can on or off camera in the summertime. So, and of course, that's the peak season supporting the business I work for. So I'm a busy guy, unfortunately. So there are trade-offs. You got to adult, but it's nice to be able to have electricity and have food for my girlfriend and I, and keep up with the increased rent, all that kind of stuff. So gotta do what we gotta do, you know. Red wine is fine. So wait, you haven't opened the box? How do you know Gwyneth Paltrow's head isn't in the box? Oh my god. Dude, okay, so here's the thing. When I unbox something, and it does take a high level of discipline, when I unbox something, like 99% of the time, it is legit. I open the box and you get my direct reaction. So I don't peek. I'm giving you my raw and honest, yeah, it's no bullshit. Hopefully YouTube doesn't ding me on that one, but it's my unfiltered first impressions, and they're raw sometimes, especially when I go back to my earlier ones, like on the P-51 Mustang Dallas doll. Like, one of the things I was pissed about was that I wasn't able to stick it back in the box because of glue. So that's what I felt in that moment, and that was really the only thing that I was pissed off about. And that plane was amazing. That video is done really well. All that stuff. So George Watt said, "What's the new job, GB?" It's basically the same job. As there's just opportunity for me to continue to grow. So one day I'll be able to buy a house and support a family, all that kind of stuff. So that, yeah, I needed to recalibrate and think, okay, between now and retirement, what do I need to do to get myself, especially in this hyperinflation environment, well, high inflation environment, not quite hyper yet, get myself to hedge against that and catch up, hopefully buy a house, all that kind of stuff that ultimately I want to be able to do. I don't want to rent forever because rent keeps going up. So things like that. So EQ says, "Don, I got one coming. Found a Dallas doll on eBay. Be here tomorrow." That's a great flying plane, dude. Red wine's fine. I get that in theory, but you know what? Sometimes life just is what it is. And yeah. Nice. That's very cool, Joel. It's got, I wonder if they have, I haven't been in there. I wonder if they have boxed wines now. I haven't been in there physically for a long time. Christy is the one that hooked me up with this. Yeah, Roy. Thanks, dude. Deuces Wild says he still has his old Dallas doll. That is awesome. Very cool to see. And here, really. So I know that, I can't remember, Mike, did my video inspire you to get that, or did we get ours around the same time? Because I think I bought mine right as that came out. I know Odell watched my video and inspired him to get it. Several other people too that have told me since that video. And that was the thing Odell told me the first time we hung out, which was pretty darn awesome to hear. That even at that point when my channel was very, very small, that I had that impact with that video. Awesome, EQ. G-Bro, what's up, man? Bam! Joel says, I go there all the time for wine. Vivino app is your friend. Cool. Very cool. Nice. Jeff in Lower Alabama says he got the Dallas Doll when it first came out. It's a good plane, man. Really is. Thank you, Murdoch. I appreciate that. What was your RC group's name? I can't always remember everybody, but it's pretty. Hey, thanks, Ray. Appreciate that, dude. Bam. Let's see. Yeah, so Murdoch, you said, remember me back in 2014. I was new to the hobby like you. Cool to see you have a channel now with a ton of subscribers. Congrats. Dude, it's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of work, a lot more than I thought it would ever be, but I love it. I love this. Oh yeah, Jeff in Lower Alabama is See Me Do on RC groups, and I remember him, that name, because it's such an original name for sure. Claudio, hey, and thank you. I appreciate you clicking on my links, dude. I really appreciate that. Yeah, and I saw that, Ray. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And I'm glad you were able to get some stream time in to entertain people until I was able to get on. So win-win, and also helping fill that gap when I haven't been able to get on lately. So that is pretty darn cool. Okay, so Murdoch 80 says, same one, brother. All right. Nice. Deuces Wild is getting an afterburner in his SU30, and I didn't watch the video, but it looked like he got one in his L39. Pretty darn cool. Ghost RC George P. Bam! Good to see you, brother. Missed you. Keith Christie. What's up, dude? Cheers, my friend. Yes, Claudio. Man, as soon as I find the time, and I'm planning on unboxing at least one of those this weekend, because my girlfriend, her work schedule alternates off and on the weekends, and generally speaking, she likes to sleep in on the weekends when she has them off because her hours are just crazy. So that gives her body time to adjust to that. What that means for me is if I want to edit video, I can do that because that's out of the bedroom. But if I want to shoot video, any kind of production, that means no go. So it's every other weekend that I have that opportunity. Unfortunately, or fortunately, gives me a break from that because the unboxings are taxing mofos. So probably a good thing. Deuces Wild says, Jeff in LA, I dig your Aeros 23 or T23 T33 flight videos, bro. Yeah, so check them out, guys. I need to check out Jeff's T33 videos too. I've not had a chance to see that. Yeah, totally, Claudio. So Claudio, what planes have you bought recently, man? I just saw your name, but I wasn't sure what you'd actually got, at least from what I saw in my thing. I'm sure you spread the love around, which, dude, I appreciate it. I really do. Captain Photon. Ricky the Captain Photon. Bam! Good to see you, brother. It's good to see everybody, man. Hey, thank you. CHK6. I was trying to say that in a cool way. Bam! Good to see you, man. Welcome back to the chat and the channel. And guys, I have been cranking out videos. I have not stopped cranking out videos. So if you haven't seen any of the uploads over the last probably month and a half, check them out. Hey, Paul Ballard. Good to see you in the chat, my friend. Oh, nice, Claudio. You got, last one was a Cessna 182 from FMS. And FMS makes some nice planes too, guys. I have that FMS Pitts. I've got a second flight video with that I may upload at some point soon. Not sure when. I'm going to try and get the newer stuff uploaded because I've got my Vulcan unboxing I need to do to edit. I need to edit my, which is kind of long in the tooth at this point, but I need to edit my, what's that? The Timber Evolution. Oh, that's short for Check Your Six. Nice. That's cool. So Deuces Wild says he flew as FMD 1400 millimeter 0 after reinforcing the firewall. Man, I wish there were more zeros. I want Horizon Hobby to come out with a 0. I think they do a good job with that. Murdoch says the Horizon UMX line we were on at the time cut down quite a bit. I've been out of the hobby for a couple, 3 years. Married, kids, no RC. I'm back in business. The RC airplane line is slim. Yes, yes. So I'm not sure if you got the UMX Turbo or UMX Timber, but the UMX Turbo Timber is fantastic. To me, it's between the UMX Pitts and the UMX Turbo Timber for my favorite all-time UMX RC plane, and there have been a lot of good ones. Claudio, thanks, man. Bill's doing well. Him and I, we haven't had a chance to hang out that much lately. Although we did. Fred Barron, bam! Good to see you, dude. And cheers, of course. I'll drink to that. So, with Bill, he's doing well. He's healthy. He's got a bear outside his house that he was calling his pet the other day. So, I told him don't try and pet it because I know Bill. He's a wild man. Wild man Bill Flynn. But we did a recent upload with the Ultrix. I'm not sure if you had a chance to see that. But, yeah. George says Kenny is his favorite UMX. Mike SSI in the house. Bam! Good to see you guys. Man, everyone's dropping in. All my favorite people that I've missed quite a bit. And I've chatted with you guys in the other shows periodically when I've had a chance to check in. But it's nice to see you. Airvexed RC. Bam! Good to see you, dude. Airvexed RC, also known as Micah, is hoping for something big tomorrow in preparation for Christmas. Last year, the NX series was launched around this time. I like how you think, Micah. That could be cool. Wild Bill Flynn, the bear's the pet. And so you're feeding it hot dogs? Is that what you're telling us, bro? So, yeah. So, yeah, I hope it's something cool. I hope it's not another surface thing. I want a plane. And you know what? I know that fun scale P47 made a chunk of people happy. Not me. I did my best to say that's not for me. Bring on the EDFs or something else that's cool. But I know that people will like that. And on RC groups, people did like it. Some people did. There are a couple people that didn't. But we all tried to be polite because you know what? not every plane is just for us. Dude, so Murdoch, he asks, is the UMX V2 A10 Warthog any count? I think you meant any good. And yes, I love that jet. Ask Rectum Roy what my like off the camera opinion is, and I'm pretty consistent across the board, on camera or not. I just am what I am, and blunt in my opinions, good or bad, whatever that means. But I love that jet. Yeah, that jet. It's a jet, and it flies fast. I'm fearless. It's only 179 bucks right now. I bought it, I think it was a little bit less, maybe $10, $20 less, but the cost of all RC has gone up significantly. Yes, Murdoch, I hated the V1. I hated that because I couldn't get the center of gravity right. The landing gear was absolute dog crap. But the V2 is awesome. And if you guys are even considering it just a little bit, it's worth it. It really is. Barry Campbell, what's up, dude? My Facebook homie. Oh, yeah, but it sounds horrible. Yes, it is not a turbine-like sound, but is a fun plane. It handles the wind better than you would expect. And frankly, it flies so well. Even though the A10, the E-flite A10 has been out for a bit, I'm still going back and forth on getting that one, but of course I also need to have space, so girlfriend and I have been talking about different options for what we can do with that. Murdoch says, I ended up grass landing it versus the gear. There again, even a gentle landing will snap the fuse, and that's where the V2 comes in handy. They reinforced the carbon fiber significantly on that. So I don't want to pancake it, but I'm not afraid to pancake it. In fact, check out my I did the unboxing first, second, and third flights, I think. Yeah, all three flights. The video is about 23 minutes, something like that. But if you're interested in that plane, watch it, because I'll show you how I dial in my center of gravity. The center of gravity of my plane was different than like the official recommendation where to put the battery. Pretty darn awesome. Tim Jostens, dude. I was telling everyone earlier about how the last time we all got out to fly. Oliver, what's up, dude? Wrecker Roy says GB flies the crap out of the UMX A10. It's pretty fast, and I fly it low. I'll fly it like between the lampposts, like a wild man. I love that plane. And if I crashed it and smashed it and bashed it and it all went in a million pieces, I would buy one of those again. I really like that plane. And I don't think I have it handy, but I did invest in the Smart 850 packs. You don't have to, because John VHRC, he did his own thing with that. But I like it, and I've got my I shot my smart charger video a long time ago. I still haven't edited that, but I plan to crank a ton of videos out. If I don't shoot video with this, I'll be editing video for other stuff and uploading it coming up soon. So yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on, and can't wait to share it with you guys. I really can't wait to do that. We are hopping and bopping. I love it. It's good stuff. Fred Barron says hi to all kinds of people. Very, very cool. And Wrecker Roy says Tim J flies the crap out of the Arrows Viper on 4S. 100-mile passes, 2 feet off the ground. And yes, I do have one flight video. My mic was tweaking out on me, but I should be able to edit around that, showcasing Tim flying that Viper on 4S. And if that video I can't salvage, I'm sure I'll get another opportunity soon to record him flying that, and it's going to be awesome. Gonna be awesome. Fred Barron says thumbs up, y'all. Yeah, thumbs up if you want, guys. If you're getting value out of this video, hit the thumbs up. Hit that like. Snow Valley Park says, I have to put my plane budget this month into some battery purchases. I need to get some 4S 1300s and 3S assorted sizes. I understand that, man. Claudio has a question for me. It's one question, GB, and always ask questions, man. I think that's part of the reason why I do the hobby, like the YouTube part. Like I love the interaction, and so I can help people. I want people to have success. Like the amount of people I've helped throughout the years since I started in 2012 on this channel, significant. And you guys help me too, so it's win-win. So what do you do if one of the wires on a servo comes detached from the box? So explain what you mean by the box. Is that like the servo housing, or? Captain Photon says he wore his GBLynden's RC hoodie today. The chicks dig it. That's right. Deuces Wild says Photon wearing GB merch will guarantee you getting laid, bro. Yes, that's a fact. Jeff in Alabama says that he flew the T-33 on 4S out of the box. Very nice. Oh, dang. If you're getting stuff like that going on right out of the box, Claudio, absolutely call whatever company that is and let them know. Because that could be a manufacturing thing, and you're actually going to do the company justice. That way they can potentially inspect current inventory before it goes out for quality control purposes. So absolutely call them. Let them know. It'll help you. It'll help them. Win-win. It'll give them the opportunity to provide awesome customer service, regardless of the company. So hopefully you're able to contact them. I always contact companies via phone. That's the best way. Like email and chat and all that stuff can be effective, but I try and get someone on the horn. Red Wine is Fine says stop buying Dynam products. Horizon Hobby will get you all set. Yeah, I've had the opportunity to review Dynam projects, and I declined, respectfully declined. Not my jam. Oh dang, dude, that happened on your Freewing F-18. Absolutely, at something that high of a ticket price, absolutely give them the opportunity. Now, I know that there's a really short window now for some reason on the Motion RC stuff. Like the warranty is only like 30 days, so do not wait. Call tomorrow. Call tomorrow. And if you're not able to call during the time that they're open, then get that digitally noted, get a ticket going. But still call. Get that logged. Because on my Vulcan, and it's probably going to be fine. But you can't always test issues that are on the bench, or test every issue on the bench. Sometimes you put a plane in the air, and that's when a servo fails, that kind of stuff. So that's also why I'm making sure I've got my cameraman there. And yeah, Motion, definitely good peeps. And I love James and Alpha. This new 30-day thing, I'm not a fan of at all. But yeah, EQRC says, Claudio, I go on live chat, can talk to someone about it right now, have your order number ready. Yeah, do it right now if you can. If the live chat customer service is available right now, do it. Absolutely, my friend. Ricky, everything happens. I'm glad I could help, Claudio. Yeah, man. Always let them know, because there could be like some sort of manufacturing process that needs to be addressed. And Motion RC is damn good at that too. So if there is an issue, they're proactive and reactive in a good sense to that kind of stuff. At least that's my opinion. Murdoch 80 says, I've had good luck from Dynam. I learned on the V1 Hawksky. Lasted me for years. Also had the Catalina. Pain to assemble, but flew great and quality was fine. Good, man. Hey, Truth Still Matters. Bam! What's up, dude? He says his FMS Tiger Cat comes to be a BEC that needs to be plugged into the receiver. The directions say to plug it in any open port on the receiver. Is that okay to plug it into my bind port? You know, that's a good question. That one, let's wait for the chat to answer that because I want to kick it out to those guys. So Snow Valley Park says I'd say yes. I'm leaning towards yes, but I have not done that before, so I would like to get the answer. There's a lot of RC plane purchases and experience in the chat right now. Check Your Six says yes. Airvex says the bind port is fine. Nice. Nice. Oliver says his motion customer service experience wasn't too great. Good luck with your bird, though. Yeah. Well, and at the very least, all you can do is try. Tim Jostin says should be fine. Wild Bill Flynn says Ricky has the watch. Yeah, he's got some flashy watches. Definitely panty droppers with those watches. So GB merch, that watch, and his lines and his smooth delivery. Bam. There we go. Yeah, Red Wine is Fine is a hilarious. I love it when he's in the chat. So Deuces Wild says the BEC can be plugged into any port, but use the bind program port. Cool. Glad we could help, man. And thanks for jumping on. I haven't seen you in the comments for a bit, so it's good to see you, my friend. And yeah, guys, check out the videos because I have been cranking them out consistently all summer long and the last few months too. Snow Valley Park says you can also put a Y cable on almost any servo plug and plug the BEC and capacitors into it too. Interesting. There is a limit on that though. I found with my my Avio Spitfire that I had to be careful because if I did too much splitting off, it diminished the voltage and not everything would work. So keep in mind, make sure your voltage is up for any lights if there are lights, all that kind of stuff. And I think there are lights on that. That FMS Tiger Cat is an awesome plane. I like that plane. I don't own it, a little too big for my car, and the dimensions aren't great for my car transport thing, but Wild Bill says, I still wear a 55-year-old Seiko Sport 50. Dang, Bill. You are a classic, my friend. Barry Campbell says, glad to see you back. Yeah. It's fun. And I may need to do a reload. I'll be right back. Yeah. And Roy loves that very Spitfire. I needed to clear out some space. And definitely not because I wanted to sell it. Because it needed a new home. And then he says it's a killer flying plane. And thank me on that. And we've got some video of him flying that will be uploaded at some point soon. I've got a whole library of stuff between now and the end of the year. Even if I don't get out to fly at all and record new flight video between now and the end of the year, I've got a ton in the pipeline. So I'm going to keep it cranking regardless. It is going to be fun. Ricky says that he owns a 70-year-old or 70-plus-year-old Seiko that his dad wore. Fred Barron, there you go. That's an idea. Strap that FMS to the hood of your car like a deer. I don't think a deer would fit on that either. Yep, yes, I am, Snow Valley Park. Unfortunately, because I love that plane, but gotta get stuff done. That's funny. All right, Deuces says, I see a lot of posts on Facebook RC pages asking about the capacitor that comes with some planes. Those things are a great and inexpensive insurance policy. Their job is to maintain constant voltage, and good stereo amplifiers also have capacitors, so you can hit that nice bass. It's got plenty of pop to keep the bass nice and tight and punchy. Very musical, so to speak. Uses the same battery as Roy's hearing aids. Probably. And yes, the capacitors prevent brownouts. Not to be confused with stalls, which most people, a lot of people anyway, call brownouts. Snow Valley Park says, my next motion order has a dozen capacitors on it. Nice. Truth Still Matters says I'm hoping to maiden the FMS Tiger Cat this weekend. Any suggestions? My strong suggestion is check out my videos on it. I've got a buddy that I think there's at least two, I think maybe 3 flights on it. Watch those videos. I think he was flying in wind too. Well mannered. Keep your airspeed up. And just don't outfly your battery. Red wine is fine. Says GB, what's your dream rig, past or present? The one rig that you'd love flying, regardless of costs or other hidden reasons. Man, I've got it just like songs, right? I've got different songs for my mood, or depending on the mood that I'm in to fly, that I love flying. Songs are like a lot like planes in that regard, where sometimes I'm in the mood to just rip, and sometimes I'm in the mood to just float around and bounce around. Yeah, boy. I'll come back to that one. Good question, though. Very good question. So Defrost says, have you flown the FMS Arrows Bayhawk yet? No, both of these I have not unboxed or anything yet. So, and the weather's been garbage since I got them anyway. But this weekend I hope to unbox at least one of them. I'm probably going to unbox the Bayhawk first. We'll see. Maybe I can get them both done this weekend. I really don't know. You never know how the weekends are going to go. But yeah, soon. And I'm going to be ready when the weather is right for that. But man, I'm excited. All kinds of exciting stuff in the pipeline on this channel. And my random reviews channel, for that matter. Fred Barron, yes, especially that flux capacitor. Deuces Wild says, the Tiger Cat is a sweet plane. Good luck on the maiden. Double check the control surface directions and center of gravity. Oh yeah, always. Always do that. Sorry guys. Starting to fade a little bit. Dana's RC says, Roy, do you have the 63-inch Spitfire from Motion to compare to the Avios 1450 to that, which is better? And of course, Roy answers, Dana, I don't, but check out my channel. I have videos of the Avios Spitfire. It's a good one. And check out my videos too. I did a complete unboxing as well as a nice maiden flight video. And of course, we'll have Roy's flight coming up probably in the next month or so. Probably do that just after Black Friday, unless there's a big Black Friday sale. So it may coincide with that. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't talked to HobbyKing about anything like that recently. So either way, it's a great flying plane. Roy flies it well. We did have a little bit of stuff from the peanut gallery that I'm going to have to edit out voice-wise. So if the edits aren't super smooth, that would be why, because I'm chopping out audio of a good dude, very obnoxious dude, though. That wasn't helping the flavor of the video. Let me put it that way. He was jealous that Roy was flying and he wasn't. Fred Barron says, love the scale detail on that Spitfire, Roy. Deuces Wild says, you really can't go wrong with a Spitfire. They're like T-28s. They all fly nice at any size. Yes. But that narrow-ass landing gear, the Avios was not an issue for me, I must say. But I prefer planes more with the wider landing gear, like a P-47, which I really hope that Horizon Hobby does drop a 1.5 meter like their Mustang with the pop-off wings. I might get that for myself for Christmas. Now, barring that, I'm hoping that they come out with an EDF that I just can't resist. I would love a 70mm F-22. That would be amazing. I don't care who comes out with it, from like Motion RC, Horizon Hobby, FMS, or Arrows. Arrows has been killing it, so. Snow Valley Park says, check out the HobbyKing T28 that just got back in stock. And those are some decent flying T28s too. Like Deuces Wild says, there really aren't a bad flying T28. Totally Deuces. However, when you're flying with curbs on either side like I am, you want to have that wider landing gear. So I don't have the luxury of AstroTurf, unfortunately. I would love that. I would love to be able to fly with you and Derek. And I think Joe, was that one of the guys' names that shows up in the chat sometimes? That would be awesome to fly there. I would love that. Red Wine is Fine saying the T28 from Horizon Hobby, the yellow one, was nice, but the landing gear was ugly. Yeah, I wish it would be nice if I had retracts, but it's simple. And that's another plane that I'm not afraid to fly in the wind, as long as it's not like crazy, crazy windy. Like Roy and I were talking the other night, where he's like, man, I might go flying in some wind you might not be happy with. And I said, dude, invite me anyway, because I've got planes that I'm game to fly in crazy wind. So there's navigation. Now I'm not going to be flying any $600 planes or $400 planes for that matter in crazy wind, but a $200 plane, I can do that. Yeah, Joe Valdez, that's the guy. That's the guy. Cool, cool, Deuces. It's great to see the advancement in skills like Roy and Tim and even Wild Bill Flynn. Like the advancement in skills since I've been flying with them. It's awesome to see. Really is. Very cool. Red Wine's Fine says, Dubros, low bounce wheels are nice to assist with those planes. Puts them on my June night. Amazing performance. Nice. Nice, Tim. Tim says he flew yesterday in pretty good wind. It was fun. Yeah, but you're a wild man, Roy. That's why even Jason Merkel, when I showed him your video with the Draco, guys, check out Roy flying. And Roy, drop your Draco video if you want to, if that's handy, so everyone can see that has not seen it. I saw a version of what he did in that video in person the last time, like when we had our like fun fly day, basically. No camera, just the bros hanging out, flying the piss out of our stuff, and just having fun. That's cool. Yeah, for me, but the way I approach RC is different than a lot of people do, because I've got more than enough stuff that I'm ever gonna fly. Most of what I get is for the channel to continue things rocking. So if I have to mod a plane to make it work how I want to work, I'm probably not going to buy it. So that's why for me, a Spitfire is not high on my list. It'd be a pass, but I can see why guys like them. Yeah, red wine is fine. The Aero Scout, definitely. And you guys, Roy dropped that link. That's definitely worth your time checking out. Yeah, the Aeros Husky. I have not flown one, but I have not heard a bad thing about that. So Truth Still Matters says, what's a good touch and go machine? Has a great size and can handle grass and wind. Yeah, the Aeros Husky. You know, this guy is a good option for that. Like, it fills up my queen size bed. So, yep, Tim Jostens mods everything because he is a racer. And EQ, you're right, any bush plane, whether it be Durafly Tundra, Turbo Timber Evolution, or the Aeros Bigfoot, you're not going to miss with a plane like that. Yeah, Ricky, if you're still watching, yep, go for it, man. Yeah, that Carbon Z Cub should be great for that. Snow Valley Park says, can you mod the Bigfoot for 4S? I'm sure you could swap out the ESC, but it seems to have, at least on my bench tests, seem to have plenty of power for a 3S plane, especially for a high wing plane, and people love it. Like in the comments earlier, I said I haven't flown it yet, but I think it'll be good. Guys, Ricky is having a sale, so check out his link there on eBay. Yeah, think for the holidays, guys. Think supply chain issues. You may not have anything under the tree, so either click on his link, or heck, here's my thought. Click on his link, see what's going on, then go to GBLynden.com, or go to GBLynden.com first and do your Christmas shopping. We're getting close. I can't believe it's already November, guys. Cannot believe it was already November. Wow, Snow Valley Park says, no, I did mod it. 50 amp Husky ESC in it, and it goes like a new plane. Very cool. Yeah, what Deuces said. Although he said that he already swapped it out and he loves it. But the KV is something to consider for sure. The year is gone for sure, Claudio. It's crazy. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Yeah, so Deuces Wild says that he likes his FMS Dango Red Iconic Arena Racer. And for me, I've really liked that Galloping Ghost, that HobbyKing Galloping Ghost. Now, I didn't even get one. I got to fly it, but yeah, I didn't get any of that. So I got to say, I enjoyed flying that thing. And if you've watched my videos for a while, hey, yeah, I am a little cheeky, aren't I? Ah. And Mickey, Wild Bill Flynn has a bear for a pet. Legit, a big ass black bear for his pet. And yes, Roy says his first mod usually is to clear coat his planes. They look better, and they do, for sure. And even after banging off that, what do you call it? That irrigation boom with his Draco, that held up well. It held up well and looks good. It still pops with that clear coat. Oh yeah, Deuce is getting technical. He loves that Dago red plane. He's telling Dana all about it. Comes with a 900 kV motor, Predator 70 amp ESE, slinging a 4-blade prop, 90 to 100 miles an hour. Very cool. Tim Josson says, Wild Bill, do you ride the trike with your pet bear? Bam. Deuces has a correction. It's an 80 amp ESE. Oh, Snow Valley Park says, I like the Dago. Too bad it's always out of stock. And my guess is that has to do with supply chain crap. You know, Dana, I'm not sure where Christy's at. But if she was available to pop in, I'm sure she did. I didn't let her know. But I thought she'd get a notification, but she's probably busy. Probably busy. While Bill Flynn says, Timmy, I don't want to get it wet, and good, because I don't want you driving that trike in the rain anyhow. Lots of rain with little patches of openings, and of course, if I had a different work schedule, I would be flying more than I have lately. That's for sure. Because there have been little peaks of weather where I could have flown, but I've been at work, head down, unfortunately. Or fortunately, I'm happy to have a job. Not gonna lie, that's a good thing. Deuces Wild says he scored with the Dago Red at his local hobby shop. Mickey. His mind's always in the gutter. He says, you scored, Deuces, telling us about your escapades recently? Ha ha. Yes. Christy's hilarious. She's got some zingers for sure. Definitely. But it's playful and fun. Never mean-spirited. So Snow Valley Park says he got the white marlin and put 3 coats of poly on it, then painted it, then 3 more coats of poly, and it's bulletproof. Now, did that affect the weight, or did you fly it before you painted it? I'm curious about that. And then I'm going to wrap things up. I am starting to fade a little bit, and the warden will be home very soon. So we've got probably about another 3 or 4 minutes. All right, Claudio, have a good night, my friend. It's good to see you too, and keep me posted. Let me know. You can send me messages on Facebook, Instagram, or comment on any video to let me know what's going on. If it's a Freewing product, comment on that. Heck, it could be anything. But I am curious how that goes for you, my friend. So good luck. Snow Valley Park says, I haven't flown it yet. It's too pretty. Yeah, see, that's the other thing. If you mod it and you paint it, you do all that extra stuff into it, I'm already afraid out of the box. Well, not afraid, but like a little bit cautious to fly something right out of the box. So if you put in extra time and all that, it just amplifies that. All right, Deuces Wild. Bam! Have a good night. I think we might just wrap it up there. And, yeah. Snow Valley Park says, it's a Marlin, it's going to be fine. Yeah, let her rip, dude. That should be a great flying plane. Should be fun. Thanks, Dana. I appreciate that. And if you guys aren't able to super chat or anything, that sort of thing, feel free to click on the links to support the channel. I am independent. Even if I get sent something, I'm still independent. Because I'll go like this at any time if I don't like how things are going. So yeah. So the truth still matters. Says GB, I will watch your Tiger Cat video. Yep, there are a few of them, so check them out. Ricky says, good night, everyone. Don't call me, I will call you. GB rocks. Roy says, great show, GB. Glad you went live. Thanks, man. Me too. Me too. All right, guys. We're going to wrap it here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Watch the videos I've been uploading. And see you guys sometime soon.